I'm John, the CEO. Here's today's hot business topic. Brothers and sisters in Dallas and everywhere, it brings me joy to congratulate Sha'carri Richardson for not only winning on the track field multiple times this year, but also off the field as her business brand is booming and can only go higher. Since I did a couple of videos about her over a year ago, she has done a spectacular 180-degree pivot. I haven't heard anything negative about her in the media. Only positive things since I was critical of her behavior back then. I give her and her PR strategy an A+. How has she helped her brand? Notice how she was graceful and congratulatory after taking the bronze in the 200-meter race after a very impressive win by her fierce Jamaican competitor, Sha'carri Jackson.
Here comes the world champion Jackson. Sha'carri Jackson into the home straight. She has put her stamp on this event. She's going to go back-to-back for Jamaica. The first since Marlene Honey. And she...
That wasn't even close at all. And I could tell the way that she ran the 100, she was in the middle of the track, all of her chief competition in front of her, she executed to perfection.
She gave her a warm hug and even smiled for the cameras.
Championships is something else. And there's the American women. Sha'carri Richardson, Gabby Thomas. Gabby with the silver, Sha'carri with the bronze. I don't think these world championships could have gone any better for Sha'carri.
In addition to the bronze, she got 2 big old gold medals in the 100 and 4x4 relays. Now that's what I'm talking about. Let's see those clips.
Made up the stagger, and then Sha'carri was rolling, so I was so excited, and I'm watching it back.
Sha'carri, what is it like to stand over there and watch the stick go around and wait for it to get into your hands? What is that like, that anticipation?
Honestly, it's motivation more than anything. Like seeing my first leg go, seeing my second leg go, and seeing my third leg coming in and hauling booty. It literally motivated me to be like, they did their best, they put their best foot forward, so I can't let their hard work go in vain. And I was able to execute, and we was able to walk away not even just with a gold medal, but with a championship record. Like, let's go.
Notice she made a great comment about herself at the end of the 100-meter race interview. She said, "I'm not back, I'm better," unquote.
Women's 100 world final. The Jamaicans get out well. It's Sha'carri Jackson, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Talu. Here comes Sha'carri Richardson. Sha'carri's done it. Sha'carri Richardson has won the world title. She had to come from behind in the semi, but when it counted, she has done it. Sha'carri Richardson has stunned the sprinting world and is a world champion.
It was just amazing knowing that literally I put my best race forward and I came out with the victory that we've been training for all season long.
Do you feel like you earned the respect of the Jamaicans and the rest of the world tonight?
Not even just the Jamaicans. I feel like I've earned the respect for myself. That's the biggest thing for me, not even just the world, but for Sha'carri Richardson. I put that respect on me for me. I've been downplaying myself for so long, and this entire season, I know I belong. I know I deserve to be here, and it just feels amazing to execute that as well.
Finally, right before your race started, I checked your Instagram. You have 3.3 million followers, 3.3. So on this massive platform with a massive performance, what massive message do you want to send to the people who follow you all the way from South Dallas to across America and across the world?
But no, seriously, the message I want to just send to everybody, I've been saying it all season. I'm not back, I'm better.
Sha'carri, congratulations. You are the world champion.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll see you later, big mama. Mama, bring back the medal.
I completely agree and am proud of her. I can say the same thing for her business brand too. Some of her fans jumped into my DMs and comments section of my past videos, critical of me for my constructive criticism of the younger Sha'carri. One of the areas I was critical of was her not losing gracefully. This is a brand management issue. I respect her fans' loyalty. It was nothing personal on my end, as I'm also a Dallas area fan of hers then and now. But as a businessman and old enough to be her father, I have 2 children older than her actually, my youngest being a daughter who is a couple of years older. I didn't want to see her squander a great opportunity to use her enormous talents. She's not doing the trash talking she did back then, which is good. Now, she might be doing it privately with her friends. We all do. I know I sometimes privately trash talk about some coworkers with my friends whenever coworkers get on my doggone last nerves. But publicly, whether in business or sports, we have to be poised, diplomatic, because our image is everything, especially in branding. Looks like she adopted that approach. Here's a clip of what I said back then about her, and then I'll come back to wrap up. It was good for her brand that Sha'carri did apologize, but then she went on to speak in a cocky way about her skills, which cost her brand some points, and many thought her ego took away attention from other athletes who followed the rules. From a PR damage control standpoint, she should have left the apology right where it stood and stayed off social media if she's addicted to outbursts. She still has Nike on her side, which is great. So what's the point of trash talking following an apology? Why? Switching to the public relations catastrophe at the much anticipated Prefontaine Classic track meet in Eugene, Oregon, this was a crossroads moment for Sha'carri to win big, silence the critics, improve her public image, and most importantly, add more positive points to her brand scorecard so she can then win more endorsements. Did that best case scenario happen? No, not exactly. In fact, the exact opposite happened. After all the Olympic trash talking about being the greatest, she failed spectacularly to back up those claims. This is not any attempt to cast any negative light on her at all, as I wanted her to win, given her ties to the Dallas area right here. But from a public relations standpoint, the loss alone cost some big points against her brand. In addition, instead of being humble and gracious following the loss, she did even more trash talking. This also deducts points from her brand. In sports, the best way to improve your brand is to let your actions speak louder than words. This business principle applies to everything. By talking trash, she gave her enemies even more fuel to damage her brand. But to top it all off, she delivered a near deadly blow to her own brand by saying negative things in response to a very positive set of words from the venerable and decorated American track star, Allison Felix. Regardless if there's any bad blood between them behind the scenes we don't know about, Sha'carri missed a golden opportunity to add a bunch of positive points to her brand. In other words, Allison basically handed Sha'carri a PR gift that could have kept on giving had Sha'carri humbled herself and thought about it strategically. Allison has enormous goodwill with the public, and that major respect translates into an excellent PR rating. By saying something positive about Sha'carri, Sha'carri could have borrowed from that goodwill to boost her own brand. But unfortunately, her arrogance got the better of her, and she mishandled that opportunity just like she did in Eugene, Oregon. So now, Sha'carri is at a crossroads. If she continues to do further damage, she may not be able to repair her brand, to be honest. If she chooses to go down the path of being a bad girl of sport, she should at least follow the lead of the godfather of bad boy sports PR, Dennis Rodman. Won't have time to go into much detail about him, so Google him, but he translated his bad boy reputation from his NBA days in Detroit and Chicago into championship rings and the ability to appeal to the sympathy of the public in such a way that it made him eerily likable and humorous. His positive PR points outweighed his negative PR points, which is why he managed to stay successful in the public eye. I advise Sha'carri to do the same thing. I wish her well, I really do, and my invite for management consulting still stands, if she can't find help. She's only 21, so she can still recover with the right guidance. Until the next video, my business warriors, war and peace. As I said in those videos, I want to see her win on the field and in business after she retires. I'm a fan of all Dallas sports as the CEO of Affluent Blacks of Dallas, so Sha'carri clearly fits the demographic. I sympathize with her losing her mother as I lost mine in 2020. I know how tough it can be. I really like what she's doing now, and I'm impressed by her team. I don't know if the team is new or simply improved, but either way, if she stays the course, she will be set for life, God willing. Let's just hope our economy stays intact, given how ominous things look right now. Until the next video, take care, business warriors.